Watch Nader show up halfway through this fucking podcast.
Oh, I'll punch him in the mouth.
That would be beautiful. We can have a guess what extremity we're sticking a knife into now. Squealing contest.
Then we could have another Destiny cast.
Oh yeah. We could probably do Venture Brothers. What with the last one out?
No, I can't.
Huh?
I'm tragically far behind on Venture
No,
Brothers.
it's
You don't have to be right up on the mic.
do I not? Okay.
No.
See, I can't hear myself. That's the weird.
Yeah.
I've got it way
might just
up.
Be
Oh,
the
bingo.
shitty adapter.
Yeah.
That
doesn't always quite fucking.
All right, now I see what you mean. I was way on top.
Am I coming through?
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
coming through fine now. I can hear everybody.
It's just this again. Fucking.
So I went to the club last night because of Ashley's birthday, and have you ever had to take a shit at the club?
Yes.
No.
Not
Is
that one, but
is
at a
that
bar.
not the most not the most atrocious thing. It's the
Inconvenient.
yeah, because you get there, you don't know what the condition of the toilets are going to be. Or at least I didn't, because I've been to that club multiple times. Sometimes the toilets are really nice. Sometimes it looks like somebody literally just shoved their ass up
Shit
against
on the wall.
stall, or pissed all
And
over the toilet
helicoptered.
paper, yeah. So I'm sitting there I'm starting to do the damn I got to really take a shit dance, and I'm like, oh, it's Russian roulette at that point. But thankfully the toilet was in good condition until I got done with it. So
After that, it had herpes on it.
all of the herpes,
No, I had herpes on it before it.
Now it has hepatitis too.
hepatitis C.
Oh, yes.
I don't
Horse
know if
blood. Well, it is Lancaster, so horse blood is appropriate.
Horse blood would be appropriate. Yeah, there was an Amish guy there yesterday though. But I don't know if he was actually Amish because there was the last time I went, Gandhi was there, and I might have been the same guy. I think he just picks really weird things to dress up as, and then he stands out on the dance floor staring
Probably.
at people. Yeah, kind of creepy.
Yeah. Well, I could see a Mennonite being out there.
Oh yeah, I
But-
mean it's their territory. It's just I don't know if it's their
But,
scene.
yeah, I just don't know if it was Amish.
Yeah,
Because they have all those little weird sects or whatever. Like there's the Amish,
Yeah,
and then there's the Mennonites, and then there's
weird
the
sex.
then there's the Intercoursians.
Yeah, they're a strange bunch.
Yeah.
And the wonderful part is I doubt any of them are listeners, so we can bash them as
I
much
don't
as
know
we want to.
I don't know if they have the technology to listen.
Dude, even if they did, would
Hand
you care?
radio. No, actually I would if they wanted to fight because I've never seen a weak
Your
Amish
car
person.
cannot run their horse. I think
That's
it'll be
true.
fine.
That's true. But if they corner
Well,
your butt.
that souped up carriage probably can run down your car.
Yeah, I've seen
saw
2.5-year-olds on just the scariest horse-drawn mechanical machinery. Mowing
they're
5
called-
acres of farmland at 2 a.m. They're born much stronger than I'll ever be.
Nah, I get the beer strength going.
Get the beer.
But there's that one I guess kid out there that has a souped up buggy.
I saw that.
There's fucking neon lights, and
Really?
it's got a like a subwoofer in it. And
Okay,
shit
I
like
haven't
that.
seen the neon lights. I've heard the subwoofer before. There's one that comes up behind the house. Me and Ashley, and you could tell it's the Amish and not just a random car going by because it takes 25 minutes for it to pass. The cats perk up and start staring at the wall, and then everything starts to shake.
And then you hear the clop, clop, clop,
Uh-huh.
clop, clop.
Which
One of these
is
days,
very
it's going to
impressive.
be the Koreans invading, and not.
And I mean
the
like
Amish.
the sound of the hoofs and not hooves, and not the sound of ponies. MLP fans spanking it.
And on that
They're
note,
called cloppers.
They're called
are they
cloppers.
really?
Yeah.
And on that,
Jesus Christ.
welcome to episode 30 of Chaotic Neutral.
30 already?
Yup.
Jesus Christ.
We're already looking back at our 20s fondly, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. I am your host, EJ. With me, as always, is Lynch.
Yo, yo, yo.
And Fesh.
He's here.
And Nader didn't show up again.
Because he's a
Flega.
bitch. We told him the time, place, and everything.
Time,
and
place.
He said he was in.
Tried calling him, his phone is off. He
Is it
doesn't have
really?
a set up voicemail.
Tried to get him on hold of him on Facebook.
understand. I woke up, okay.
The rent fair is not in season right now, so he can't use
Well, I'm
that
trying to think
bullshit
of what
story as
kind
an
of-
excuse.
And we were talking over Facebook earlier about some Destiny stuff. And
Now all of a
So
sudden
he's-
he's incognito.
yeah, he's
I love that.
awake and he's cognizant.
No, because he's going to tell you, no, that was just a front. After I was knocked out by the drug dealing gang, they got on my Facebook account on my phone so that nobody would notice I was missing and tortured me for 7 hours. Something like that. I don't know. It's got to be.
We'll see. And he woke up in a Hello Kitty dungeon.
bitch ass buster.
He's already used Hello Kitty Dungeon. You can't use Hello Kitty Dungeon twice. What's the fucking chances of that?
My Little Pony dungeon.
Yeah. That would be more believable.
I'm
than
mad.
that.
Fluttershy was everywhere.
I'm mad that he didn't show up because I have a gift for him.
Is it dildo shaped or?
No,
It could be.
It could
It
be.
depends how hard
Okay.
you try.
I'm just. Oh,
how
now I'm curious.
how prepared he is. But I do have something for him, and I want him to open it on the podcast.
Oh, so this is gonna have to wait until he actually.
For
I
him
hope it's
to
something
actually
that's
be
gonna
here.
go bad. Yeah, because
No, it relates to one of his previous stories. So
Oh shit.
and
You should add a roll of duct tape to that.
It's us. Also, it's me also kind of making fun of him too.
Good.
Shocker.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a fucking
Unexpected.
I have a fucking headset for him for his roommate because they keep buying used PS4s
And
that
they
never
keep
come
breaking?
with that never come with headset. Would never come with like that little dinky
Single.
headset.
Yeah, the single ear. Yeah. That
So
thing
they
sucked.
So it sucks, but
But,
it's
I
at
mean, it's
least
something.
It's a way to communicate
Yep.
with people, especially when the people that keep buying them in his household.
So wait, they
Destiny.
keep buying used PS4 systems? Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying? Well, what's happening with the PS4 systems that they're having to continuously buy new ones? Are they breaking on them?
Oh, no,
each
just-
individually buying.
Yeah,
one.
they're
Oh, I
each
see what you're
individually
saying.
buying them. Like,
Okay.
and there's like 4 or 5 people in that house.
Okay.
And each one's like just continuously just they're
Buying
one
a
by
new
one
one.
are
Okay.
buying a PS4.
Because one by one, the used PS4s are buying or breaking, I'm assuming.
No,
No. Okay.
Yet.
it's just that they.
They're catching up till.
yeah.
Okay. I
but
see.
they don't come with
Yeah.
that dinky
Yeah.
little headset, so they can't like actually like
Get on and-
participate
mhm.
in a party chat.
That's which, God, when you're doing anything more complicated than a strike is fairly fucking necessary.
Yeah.
I can't imagine trying to do a raid without communicating with everybody.
Well, it's not bad because like
Dancing.
Nader's right there, so he'll like communicate to them.
Okay.
Or
I see
he'll
what
communicate
you're
to
saying.
us what he said, what
Yeah.
the roommate says.
Oh my God, that's like
It's
fucking
fucking
World
whispered-
War One bullshit
It's
right
whispered
there.
down the lane.
Twilight barked that shit.
Yeah.
Hashtag
None of the
one
pigeons made it through. I don't know what to do now.
Although granted, we're just most of the time we just carry them through anyways.
Yeah.
They're just there along for the ride.
No, the Southern crew I play with still speaks of you in awe from the time you dropped it and helped him finish that one Vault of
Well,
Glass
the
raid.
people in the South have never seen an Asian before.
This is true too. I
Well,
don't know.
I saw
It's a
him,
pretty good population.
I saw them in
Asians down
VOG the other day, and they only had 5, and I was kind of surprised they didn't those guys didn't like just toss me a quick invite,
yeah.
be like, hey, just for
They may
just
not have
trying
been
to-
paying attention. Because I've noticed that before. I've gotten on and not realized, I don't check the rouster. I just wait for someone.
Rouster?
Did I say rouster?
You said
You
roster.
did.
Holy shit.
What did you mean to say?
I meant to say roster.
But yeah, it's
Maybe I'm secretly Canadian. No.
no.
You don't know. See, I could have Canadian flag underwear on right now, and you'd know
Do you?
because I don't. But
That's what I thought.
I'm taking my pants off to prove it though.
Would your penis have a little Mounties hat on it?
That would be pretty cool, actually.
No, his dick is the moose.
We might get interrupted at some point. I'm looking out the
Choking.
window, and when I first came up the sidewalk,
Choking
there was
the
somebody
moose.
outside with a red wagon at the end.
Oh,
of the
no,
block
they
with
already
a
hit
whole-
us.
Oh, did they already
Yeah.
get you? Okay.
Girl Scouts.
Is that what that was?
Girl Scouts.
And you guys
Yeah.
didn't buy any cookies?
No, they did.
They did.
Oh, did Dude, that stuff's like crack. I'm sorry, but the caramel delights, whatever the hell they're called. Dude, I could,
they're called the caramel. It
Peanut
depends
butter-
on the
I could
region.
serve
apparently.
Peanut butter sandwiches, just shut the fuck up.
dude, no, the caramel,
Yeah.
man, I could
Caramel
live on
delights.
those. I could live on them. I could eat them for
You
like
will.
months, and
You
then
can
die
live
of
on
some
them.
diabetes-related disease.
You can live on them because each cookie is about 1,000 calories.
This is true.
Because
So
it's
God
all
intended
it's all like it's all caramel, chocolate, and carbs. So
Diabetes.
it's about 1,000 calories.
Do you
per
remember hearing
cookie.
about that Girl Scout? I think it was out in Colorado or something. She set her sales
yeah.
her sales location up right next to one of the
Dispensaries.
legalized dispensaries. Probably the most brilliant,
That's brilliant.
sales ideas
I
I've
think
ever
she
seen.
bought the organization afterwards.
So I fucked up the other day. Because we're still waiting for Attack on Titan 2, the
Yeah.
Next season, yeah.
the next season to come out.
You read ahead, didn't you?
No, I didn't. No, but I made just as much of a mistake. I caught something. I started rewatching, and I caught something, and
that's
I
not-
realized
not a bad
well, no, it is because
HIV.
that was last year. No, I'm not too positive. But I realized
He's
there's
HIV indecisive.
there's not, I wouldn't call it a spoiler, but there's a clue in one of the early episodes, and I realized there was a good possibility that I got the identity of one of the other
Oh yeah.
two. So I went online just to do some real quick research.
You stupid bastard.
Exactly. I didn't realize how far ahead the manga was because now I know who all 3 of the fucking Titans are, and I'm like, son of a bitch.
Because all the specials.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to spoil this for anybody, but I
still
was
haven't seen
correct.
The 2 OVAs yet.
All the specials are a person
Yeah,
inside
yeah.
the walls.
And now I know the identity of all 3 of them. But my suspicion on the second one was correct. So, I mean, I was happy with that, but unfortunately, when I went online, just like I said, to compile information, if you will, apparently there's a wiki that just spills it all out.
Yeah.
And it was like,
yeah.
blah, blah, and blah,
Because
blah, and blah. And I was like,
they're assuming
fuck.
that those wikis are assuming that you read
the manga.
That you've
read
read
the
the
manga
manga.
or read the light novels or some shit.
Yeah, which I really ought to now, because, I mean, I'm curious.
Are they light novels, or was
I
it just a
think
manga?
I think it's just a manga.
I think it's just that, yeah.
But it's bullshit because the author only comes out with one book every 3 months.
How big are the books? I have no idea how.
It's just a regular
average-
manga
average
size.
manga
It's just
size.
a regular graphic novel size.
A couple hundred pages.
Gotcha. So, anybody?
If that.
What's do we know the release date for season 2? Or are they
2016?
2016.
Shit, whole fucking year to go.
And then after that,
It'll still come out before the next
Well,
J.R.R. Martin novel does. So.
the
I want to talk about
the
it.
live action movie should be coming out this year, I believe.
Yes, but the movie takes a giant departure from the show.
Yeah, it takes a giant departure, but at least
it's
we'll
post-apocalyptic. People have rocket launchers and shit.
What?
The movie was written with the assistance of the guy who writes the manga. So
Okay, well, no,
he made all.
I'm
the
not going to
changes
doubt it.
himself.
There's no way you can make a movie be as in depth as any long
Because
series of
did you
anything
see
is.
Skyfall?
Skyfall?
The last James Bond movie.
No, I did not. I've never been a big James Bond fan.
yeah.
They're shooting on that one island that's just like an abandoned city
Okay.
that they took. That's the Silva, where Silva's hideout was.
Yep.
In Skyfall. Oh, where is that? That's off the coast of Japan, I think.
Japan has a coast?
Yes, they have several.
It's all coast.
It's
I thought they were landlocked. I don't know.
But
I gotta study geology more often.
no, I'm really looking forward to the live action. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter really
It
what.
does. It
No,
looks really good.
it's-
If that Subaru commercial is any indication, it's going to be fantastic.
because the assets are beautiful.
Oh, the assets are gorgeous.
Yeah.
And Japan has had a really good track record with their live action adaptations of movies, like the Space Battleship Yamato live action adaptation. Fantastic. Kenshin adaptations.
I still need to see the
wonderful.
second
They're
one.
glorious. They're everything that you wanted the Kenshin live actions to be.
I heard the Phoenix Wright one was really good too.
I did not see that. Actually, it's actually really pretty hard to find over
That
in the
doesn't
States.
surprise me.
Because
Japanese cinema's getting really good.
yeah. I just wish that they kept that it wasn't Warner Brothers doing the Ghost in the Shell live action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I'm on board with Scarlett Johansson being the major,
I'm on board with
'Cause
anything
I don't-
that Scarlett Johansson related, honestly.
because like a lot of people are like, hey, they're whitewashing it. I'm like, I don't really. It's being done by Warner Brothers, so
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't really care that it's being whitewashed as long as they do it well.
Yeah.
Especially since like a lot of the characters, it's a chassis. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
If you're wondering, The Last Airbender was not done well.
No.
No, I remember
And it
hearing
was-
there's a whole bunch of bullshit about that.
Dog shit.
Yeah.
And
I never watched the
Shamalama Ding Dong brown washed that movie.
What a twist.
Instead of yellow washing it,
Yeah.
he brown washed it.
No, they were bitching about that. Oh man, the new Moses movie. They've been complaining about that. Like
The Gods and Kings.
Yeah, the
yeah.
only people that look Middle Eastern are the slaves and the servants. All the
Yeah.
main characters are white people, and you gotta admit that
Ridley
that is a-
Scott's lost his fucking mind.
Well, I don't.
He lost it before his brother died, so he can't use
Yeah.
that as
But he's
As
brought
a
so many
reason.
other great things out that I mean, it
after
is what it is.
after Gladiator, he stopped being good.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything
It's,
that was too good. Prometheus was gorgeous.
Still need to see it, but again,
there's
it
Was
so
not
many
the
problems.
Best.
Yeah,
so many
that's what I
problems in the
heard.
Script.
It was supposed to be, really. I think have we talked about this before? Wasn't it?
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know if I should tread over old territory.
The,
or not.
the-
I still need to see it. We'll
The
leave it at that.
Robin Hood movie was really good though. The Russell Crowe.
I heard mixed reviews. about
I
that.
really loved it.
I enjoyed the hell out of it. We went to see it just because of the lead singer from Great Big Sea. I'm trying to remember his name. Ashley would kill me because I can't remember his name. He was the guy that was playing the instrument throughout. He was part of Russell Crowe's, the Robin Hood's little entourage.
yeah.
The
but,
Merry Men.
Yeah, he was one of the Merry Men. But the only issue I had, the movie was fantastic
I loved it so much.
up until they hit the beaches
Alan
with
Doyle.
wooden World War II constructs.
Yeah.
The whole dropping ramp, that was not. that
it was
annoyed
like
the
once
shit out of me.
the
that really got
This
on
is
my
not
nerves.
the invasion of Normandy.
yeah,
for
the
fuck's
French
sake.
landing was
Yeah.
just not.
And I mean,
Alan Doyle.
Alan Doyle, thank you. That's that's again lead singer of Great Big Sea. They don't perform. We got to see him live several times. They're fairly famous in the folk music or Nova Scotian scene. I don't know what you'd call it. They're from Newfoundland, but
Yeah.
Canadians. But anyway, no, yeah, that was the only thing that threw me.
Polite
Like
music.
I was really drawn into it up until that moment. Then I was like, oh, that's bullshit.
It wasn't even that. It was when the fucking kids from the Sherwood Forest came out and were like, hey, we're gonna ride ponies into battle.
Oh yeah,
I was like, what the fuck?
Well, I don't necessarily think that ponies weren't
So
ridden into
what are you,
battle.
the Polish during World War II?
I mean, they were good transport beasts, if nothing
Yeah.
else. But
But it like that one threw me off. I was like, you're gonna bring like kids into a fucking like war zone, like who haven't like who
that's
haven't
never
really,
happened before.
who haven't had like really any training for it. So you're just sending these kids to slaughter.
Yeah,
basically?
where's Cody in the Lord's Resistance Army and that training of the
Cody
child
2015.
soldiers? Yeah, holy God! Now he knew how to do it right. Damn it! That's terrible. You're a terrible human being.
Why are you talking to yourself?
I don't know.
That was the only one that was the only part that really threw me off.
Like, well, and battle scenes always can. Gangs
hard
in
to
New
shoot.
York. Yeah, I know they are.
Big
Gangs
fight
in New
scenes are
York.
hard to shoot.
Gangs in New York. Fucking amazing movie. But the opening battle scene always kinds of fucks with me. It's just, it's a little.
I thought they pulled that off rather better than most.
No, I'm not going to say it was. It just, it kind of throws me. And then in my opinion, the movie just gets exponentially better after that.
Yeah,
But
it's hard when big scenes like that. It's hard to have everyone fighting in the background and still keep focus on like what you want to keep focus on.
yeah, you can see that in Braveheart. There's a
Last
couple
Samurai
of-
did that very well.
Last Samurai did it well. Lord of the Rings did it well.
Yeah, Braveheart for the most part did pretty
Braveheart
good
did a
big
good
scenes.
job
There was
at
a couple of times where you could see the extras in the background starting to crank down
Yeah.
the fighting while the main conversation was happening.
Yeah, in Braveheart, there was a lot of times where you could like, if you weren't watching the main action, it was just people just doing the.
Yeah, they were just moving in the
Troy did
background.
it pretty well.
Yeah. I didn't see Troy.
Yeah, it's
It
all
was
right.
okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's nothing special. It's Orlando Bloom.
So we talked about it last week. I'm bringing it up again. The new Ghostbusters movie looks like dog shit, and it upsets me to the core of my very being.
Especially after those comments that came out where Feig was starting to talk about the script.
Oh yeah, that Bill Murray is rumored to be cast in it as someone that's not Peter Venkman.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
It's and it's going to be.
It is a reboot. It's not a remake. It's a reboot.
No, it's a
correct?
reboot.
It's a reboot.
Yeah. So I mean, so technically, you're already shitting all over everybody that's been involved in it in the past when you reboot. I mean, I shouldn't say that because Doctor Who did a really good job of
They didn't
not
reboot.
shitting.
They restarted.
Was it a restart or a reboot? Because I've heard it referred to as a reboot.
50 years of canon still counts.
Okay, well
So it's
that's
not a
and I
reboot.
guess that would be the difference.
Yeah,
between a reboot
Ghostbusters
and
1 and
restart.
2 and the animated series do not count.
None of that counts. Yeah, that's in my opinion. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and the
bullshit.
video game.
And the video
game's really
Which
good.
which video game?
The one that came out.
Do you remember the old? Do you remember like the original Commodore?
We don't
Ghostbusters?
speak of that.
No, okay,
the
it wasn't bad for
the video game where they were basically
need to
making
pick it
it
up.
Ghostbusters. The
Is it
video
on
game
Steam?
was
It's through. I don't know if it is on Steam. It was console. I know it was definitely console.
Oh, was it a console? Okay.
well,
But
we'll
it was
look up.
written by Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis, and they had the entire cast come
Holy
back.
shit!
So
It was
it's,
and it
sounds
played really
phenomenal.
well.
Yeah,
It
it
is-
sounds phenomenal.
wish
it's
I
the
could find-
spiritual Ghostbusters 3.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I wish I could find my copy. Of it.
Ha.
Oh, I got what you did there. It took me a second, but then I got
I
it.
wish I could find my copy of it because it was really good, and I still want to do the multiplayer achievements.
But yeah, especially after that one thing came out, I'll find the article, but it was where the tension between these two characters is a critical part to the story. I was like, what the fuck?
No, yeah, that's fucking terrible.
No, it's just going to be another terrible, awkward
Yeah.
No.
a comedy.
Did you see who Melissa McCarthy's playing? A subway worker who inadvertently stumbles upon the supernatural threat or whatever the fuck, and then she somehow becomes a Ghostbuster.
Fuck whatever.
Let's go to hell. I'm so
I'm
done. I'm so upset.
I'm done.
It's such.
But for clarification, it's got nothing to do with an all-female cast, right? Because I know there's
No,
a lot of...
It does to a
Okay.
certain extent. The fact that they're playing it up like that, makes it gimmicky as shit.
well, it's pandering.
It is absolutely
that's
pandering. And the
I mean,
fact that
they could have done a mixed gender.
the fact that it's a reboot also pisses me off.
Well, I agree with you.
Like
there.
if it
a
was
hard
like
reboot.
if it was
Yeah.
like a continuation, like they
Yeah,
franchised out
yeah.
and it was all female team, I'd be cool with it.
Yeah, no, I can
I'd
see
be
that.
perfectly fine with it.
Or set it in another city other than New York.
Yeah.
Well,
It's-
yeah.
it's
if
New
it
York
was
again.
if it was that, I wouldn't give
Yeah.
a shit.
And I would
still
give you that
probably
one.
be upset because it looks bad. But
yeah, but
it
you
wouldn't
could,
be.
at least it was trying to honor somewhat.
Yeah.
the past.
But this is just too bad. It's bad.
yeah,
And I wish they had a better cast for it.
I didn't recognize it, and that's not saying much because you guys know I don't
Kristen
really know.
Wiig is-
I like
actors and all that other
Kristen.
shit.
I like
I love
Kristen
Kristen Wiig.
Yeah, I
she's
didn't really
great.
recognize any of the lineup.
They're it's
Melissa
SNL.
McCarthy is overhyped and just
She was good on
she's-
Gilmore Girls, and that's it.
That's about it. And like her comedy stuff is just she's a female Jack Black, and it's just like it's like that lowest common denominator comedy.
Sorry, Jack, we love you, man.
No, we don't.
I'm indifferent towards you.
Indifference towards Mr. Black.
I hate Jack. I don't like his comedy. I hate Tenacious D.
I kind of like Tenacious D. I'm going to say that. I'm going on record.
You're
as-
bad, and you should feel bad.
I'm going
I
on
like-
record as enjoying some of their songs.
I like a couple of their songs. I thought he was pretty good.
You
on,
want like good comedy music? Fucking Lonely Island. Go fuck yourself.
Lonely
No, Lonely
Island,
Islands.
Tenacious.
Yeah, but you're
Tenacious
talking
D.
You can't
top
beat.
cream of the crop there.
That's the leagues apart.
And then what
Streets
is his
ahead.
name? Stephen Lynch, the guy who does all the acapella shit. He's I don't know if you've heard.
I haven't
any of his
heard
stuff.
of. I haven't heard of Steve. I haven't heard
I've
any
heard
Stephen
Stephen
Lynch
Lynch.
in
Stephen
a
Lynch
long
is pretty
time.
good. Yeah,
Dude, I
I've
know
heard him
he's
all the
he's still out there. He's still performing, but
Yeah.
in my opinion, he also has a real good way with it. But
Yeah, he does a fantastic job with that stuff.
quite impressive.
I love his Dungeons and Dragons song.
Yeah,
Play it every time I play D&D.
nice.
Because I'm a nerd.
I haven't played D&D in forever. I'm not that good at it anyway, so
You don't
none
have
of
to
it
be
matters.
good. You just have to have fun.
Yeah, but it sucks after a while when you have to keep asking, okay, which die do I roll to do what I'm trying to do?
It sucks when you get that one player who's like, I don't know how to add the same two numbers together 4 times in a row.
I'm not quite that bad. I can be, though, depending on, alcohol intake.
Well, it gets to be a problem like when you have that one person who doesn't understand that the stats don't change until the level changes.
Yeah.
And when you're using the same thing over and over again, it's like, okay, add these 2 numbers. I need that number. How hard is it to add those 2 numbers together?
Again and again and again.
Again and again. It's like
Son of
it
a
does.
bitch. I
That
can't
stat.
math.
The stat doesn't change.
I simply can't math. Is there a headless man on your beer bottle? There appears to be a headless man on your...
There might be. Let's take a look.
I just happened to...
No, it is
Does he have a head?
poorly shaded.
Okay.
It is a gentleman in the fedora.
from here?
And a fedora standing.
From here, doesn't look
Oh,
like...
it looks. He absolutely looks headless.
I was like, you're
wearing
drinking
a hat
fucking ghost beer.
with his head in the shade.
Yeah, you drinking a ghost beer, dude.
Great Lakes is all
Who are
right.
you gonna call?
Yeah.
Not these Ghostbusters.
No, not these guys.
Can you make a beer out of ghost peppers, do you think? I don't know why the fuck I
I've
wondered
had
about that.
I've had jalapeno beer.
Does it hurt like hell coming out?
It's interesting.
Yeah, I bet.
It doesn't hurt like hell. We still need to get ghost.
We need to get real ghost peppers.
we need to
because
get Carolina Reaper for you. I just want to see.
I'll do it.
I know you will.
Son
do
of a bitch. We got to get that on video. That
Yes.
That-
I need to give you that footage.
That quote
from last
unquote
week.
ghost pepper is piece of shit. That,
Did they probably
It
kill
wasn't
me?
a ghost pepper.
I don't think it was a ghost
No,
pepper.
definitely.
It didn't burn enough.
Yeah. I can actually give you that footage now.
Yeah.
It's
We'll do
uploading
this
it.
after the
Yeah.
podcast.
But yeah, again, like all the people, if you're going to do an all-female Ghostbusters, pick them.
Yeah.
Kristen Wiig's fine.
Kristen
you
Wiig's
have,
fine.
You have Emma Stone. You've got like Jennifer Lawrence. You've got Tina Fey. You've got actual funny people.
I'd rather not have Tina Fey. I think Tina Fey's overrated.
Better than this cast?
Better than that cast, but not by much. I don't like Tina Fey. I don't
Amy
think
Poehler?
she's funny. I like Amy Poehler.
Alison Brie.
Definitely Alison Brie. Alison Brie would have been perfect in this.
Absolutely. But Summer Glau. You can do
Summer, yeah.
Glau. I'd do Summer Glau.
I'd do Summer Glau too.
So do you have
But
any
it's-
intention of actually watching it to see if it, or are you gonna? I mean, obviously, you can't go into it with an open mind because we already have an expectation of what
Terrible.
what the possibilities.
I will
of
wait for the
ruination will be.
trailer for further judgment.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Makes
wait
sense.
for the trailer.
I'll probably wind up seeing it, but not paying money for it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay money. I'm not gonna pay money for that.
Unless it somehow starts getting some like
Rave review or something.
somehow.
Yeah.
No, because even then with Bridesmaids was getting rave reviews, and it still was that shitty, awkward comedy bullshit. Like I had to turn Bridesmaids off 15 minutes into the movie.
Well, that's just
because
you
I
just don't like
it
awkward
was
comedy.
so awkward. Like I'll watch some awkward comedy. Some of it's not bad, but if it's just like it's cringeworthy.
Ooh.
Bridesmaids was cringeworthy.
Ooh.
Because it was like 15 minutes in the movie, it was nothing but awkward. There really wasn't any plot. It was just, hey, we're just going to try to make this as awkward as possible. I'm like, no.
Rashida Jones. Sorry, I'm just still listing
Still
better
reeling
people.
names off.
Aisha Tyler.
Done.
Yeah, she would have. You know what? Yeah, she's the shit.
Hey, look, we just casted your movie for you.
Yeah.
Better than you did.
Yeah.
Also, get a better director.
Yeah, Paul Feig can go fuck himself.
Feige, whatever the fuck.
Faux fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman.
I don't know why.
I wonder what the
Get
blood of an
Jason
Englishman
Reitman,
smells
for
like.
fuck's sake.
Who?
Jason Reitman. Ivan Reitman's son.
Oh, that helps.
Ivan Reitman directed the first 2 Ghostbusters. He directed, Stripes.
See, there would have been a connection there. Oh, Stripes is really
I think he
good.
directed Stripes. Or was that Harold Ramis directed Stripes?
I think it was Ramis.
I think it was... Oh, he wrote it.
Ramis wrote.
Ramis wrote most of that.
Yeah.
Most of those movies. But I think Reitman directed it. But Jason Reitman directed Up in the Air, directed... the fuck else did he direct? I think he directed Juno. He's a good director. He's a very good director. He hasn't done anything quite as good as his father, but still a very good director.
Yeah, I'm not happy about this Ghostbusters.
No.
Especially when I got to the part where they're like, "Oh, we want to cast fucking Bill Murray as something other than Pete Venkman."
Yeah, that.
I feel like my childhood needs a rape kit.
Yeah.
Trigger warning.
Oh, goddamn.
But on the note of live action stuff, movies and live action stuff, Netflix is in the works
I
of
saw that
bringing a live action Legend of Zelda
TV series.
TV series.
I am amazed Nintendo is letting anyone do anything with any of their properties, even with their own supervision.
Yeah,
I thought they were still reeling from the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Well, this would be a good way to cleanse the palate.
There you go.
It would be. If it's good, it'll be. I'll very much look forward to it. But
And I'm kind of wary about the one quote that they wanted to use, where the one quote where it's like they want it to be a family friendly Game of Thrones.
Ooh.
there's no such thing.
There's no such thing.
First and foremost,
Actually, I would
Game
say
of
that's
Thrones,
The Hobbit. No,
Game of Thrones is family friendly as far as I'm concerned.
no, only if it's the same family.
Well, that's pretty much what
Yeah.
I was referring
and
to.
they get really friendly with each other.
They get exceedingly friendly. That's man, what a weird fucking way to put it.
Like I could be really down. That could be really good.
What, a family friendly Game of Thrones? Or
Well, no, a live action
Zelda.
Zelda.
They did it right, yeah, it could be. But I mean, you could say that of anything. If it's done right, it's going to be really good.
It'll be gritty and set in New York.
Ganondorf's a drug lord.
Oh God.
It'll be like The Wire with magic. That would actually be awesome.
really good.
That'd be fucking. That'd be amazing. The Wire. I'm pissed that I need to rebuy that now on Blu-ray.
I need to watch.
You
I
definitely.
know,
Yes,
that's-
you do.
Dude, I
Definitely
got
need
so
to
much
watch it.
shit on my catch-up list. It's not even funny. We're just about caught up on Supernatural. At which point, I think I'm going to start Sons of Anarchy.
Good. It's a good decision.
But maybe I'll do The Wire.
I still need to
haven't
watch.
decided-
I
yeah.
still.
What would you recommend between the two? Okay.
Wire's better, except for the last season. Last season was all right, but they just lost their fucking minds.
Yeah.
It was very rushed
Yeah,
because it was a much shorter season. But Sons is
Yeah,
phenomenal.
I hear it's phenomenal. Yeah.
I've-
I still need to
catch up.
watch the last season.
I need to catch up because I stopped halfway through the 4th season.
Ooh, shit.
I know. The shit goes down.
Doesn't the shit always go down?
Oh,
Yeah.
you don't
It
even
doesn't
know
matter.
what the meaning of that phrase until you watch
Yeah.
Sons.
Yeah.
Yeah. But on another note, Marco Polo is actually pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't
kinda-
like the public pool.
I was-
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to throw that out there.
Get out.
It's too ethnic.
God damn it.
That's a joke. That's a joke. I kid.
It's pretty good.
Marco Polo is?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What's I don't even know
it's-
what the hell you're talking about, honestly.
It's basically Netflix's
historical?
answer. It's Netflix's answer to Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Everything's got to have an answer to Game
Yeah,
of Thrones.
apparently.
Did you see the Netflix trailer for Daredevil?
No,
How does
It looks
relate back to
really
Game of
good.
Thrones?
but no.
It doesn't- yeah.
Marco Polo is the stylized reenactment of
the history of Marco's travels.
Yeah, Marco's
Okay.
travel. Well,
That might be pretty good.
The first season so far that I've watched in the first season, it's Marco's time in Mongolia.
Okay.
So because he was
I'm going to refer to him as Mr. Polo from now on.
the way that the series starts out, it's him traveling down the Silk Road to get to the trade routes out there, and then him being basically given to the Khan, forget who, not Genghis. It was
One of the
Shang
Khans.
Tsung.
no, it was 2 generations after Genghis.
Oh, I'd have no idea.
I forget.
We
But
didn't
it was-
we didn't really study
yeah.
that.
It was
that much in high school.
It was the Khans push into
Yeah.
China.
Okay.
Like hard push into China,
yeah.
and it was it's revolves around like the first season revolves around that. I haven't like gotten past that though, but it's pretty good. The only
You said
thing
it's
I-
on Netflix?
yeah, it's on Netflix.
How the fuck am I not catching that?
But the only problem I have with it is it's like a lot of like the murder tits that happens in Game of Thrones. It just seems like in Marco Polo it's forced because well Game of Thrones has murder
Yeah,
tits.
hey, yeah.
We have to have murder tits for no real reason.
Murder tits.
Yeah.
Murder and tits.
Oh, murder and tits. Okay.
It's
I just saw a
Fuck
pair
the
of
extra
tits
syllable.
with a fucking knife, like running around shanking people from behind.
that's
Shh, do you hear the pitter patter of nipples? Where's that coming
this is the 6th book.
from? There's never going to be a 6th book. That fucker's
If that son of a bitch dies
He's
before we
gonna.
finish that series, I'm going to be
I was just
so
talking
upset.
I was talking last night about that with somebody at the club, and they were like, you know what? Maybe that's his. He might be aiming at that.
He's gotten so fucking.
He's gotten so much shit from the people that read his
It's
books.
not
Maybe he's
only
like,
that,
fuck you. I'm going
but
to die and
he's-
let this.
He is
end.
like banking on like the fact that he needs to write these books, and he's almost abusing his popularity now
No,
because he's gotten so snarky with shit.
well, he has, but that's the only way you can respond. I
And
think
just
part of
so-
the problem is he's gotten involved in way too many fucking projects.
He could also write more than 150 pages a year. That's just I'm
not
just saying.
not when you're
What's that
working on 10
movie?
different projects. You can't.
What's that movie with what's his name? James Caan and the one where
Super Mario Brothers.
no the one where that one woman captures the author and
Misery.
Misery.
Oh yeah, and
We could-
she hobbles him.
Yeah, we could go Misery on Gur Martin.
Yeah,
Gordon Martin.
I think he got involved. I think it's twofold. I think he got involved in a shitload of side projects, not including the HBO.
HBO.
shit. But secondly, he might be getting bored with it. He's
No.
been working on it. I don't know. He
just-
might be getting just sick
One,
of that.
have you ever read the articles where like he writes his shit on like an old DOS computer and like prints all of his shit out on
If
like
that's
dot
his
matrix paper?
If that's his process.
Yeah, well, when it can only save like 150 pages at a time,
Yeah.
and that's what you do yearly.
It's a complex storyline. I mean, I'll give him that. There's
I'll give
a
him
lot
that.
of
like
characters.
he's written and rewritten and rewritten.
Yeah, but
things so many
he's also
fucking
been
times.
involved in a bunch of other. He edits a lot of works. He's
that
got,
shit. He needs
the
to
Wild
stop.
Card series.
He needs
is
to finish his
huge.
goddamn series
Yeah. Well,
and then do other shit.
I knew as soon as the HBO shit hit the ground that it was going to be problematic.
I was at least hoping the show or the next book would be out by the time the show catches up. I don't even think that's going to happen.
No, I think we're gonna.
No, they've already stated that the show's
Yeah.
going to deviate from the books.
Yeah, but the question is how much is it going to deviate?
It's still. I think it's still going to have the ending because
I don't know.
he's told the show the producers how he's ending
Well,
the series.
yeah, but we don't know if that's how he envisioned the ending of the HBO series, or if that's how he envisioned the
he
ending
told
of
him
the
how he
books,
was finishing
but-
the books in case if anything happened to him.
That's worrisome. Well, I've always said that because the viewers were always bitching about the readers spoiling, and we've gotten to that precarious tipping point where
Dude,
the viewers are about
the show
to be able to
spoiled
start.
something for the readers like 2 years ago.
No,
2
see,
seasons ago.
I stopped watching halfway through season 2 when Joffrey went off the rails. When he had that whole scene of him abusing those two.
Well, that's fine. He died anyway.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's not the point. I just you didn't need to make him any more of a prick than he already
No,
was.
he didn't, but it's still.
You know,
But-
and that was over the top for me, and I was just like, "Fuck it, I'm done with him." I walked away. I mean, again, I enjoy the
show-
books, but
Showed.
Took the heat off of Draco Malfoy, though.
oh shit.
It. God damn it.
Oh god.
The show showed the I want to say the Lich King, but that's not the name of the character. It's like the White King or
Arthas?
something like that. Something like that. Let me look, double check. But
The-
it was something that like in the books was like a legend, but it was never confirmed.
That one White Walker that
Yeah.
they keep showing.
Yeah.
No, he's in the one that helps out.
No, not.
Oh, okay.
Not
okay.
the one.
Not
That's
Black
helping.
Hands or whatever his name is.
Yeah, not Cold
Okay.
Hands.
Cold Hands. Yeah.
Um,
Who is not Benjen Stark, from what I understand.
that's kind of. I was kind of hoping he was.
Yeah, it would have made sense. It would have fit. Which
I
is
also haven't read the books.
Oh, have you
so
not? I'm
I
gonna
don't
shut
give
my-
a shit. No,
Oh, okay, I was gonna say.
I tried reading the books and I got 100 pages in and went, nope, I'm fucking done.
yeah. Well,
There was far too much to keep track of in those first 100 pages that apparently I don't really need to keep track of anyways.
yeah, because a bunch of them people die anyway.
The Night's King.
What?
The Night's King. He was like I guess the king of the White Walkers who created White Walkers.
Man,
who could create White Walkers. But in the books, he was like a legend.
I was going to say, I don't even remember that
something that they didn't confirm existing in the books.
Yeah, I didn't even know they
referenced it. But he was on the show.
Okay.
And they put up a
that might be
profile
one
for
of
the
those-
character
yeah.
on HBO.com.
Really?
And then pulled it 45 minutes later because
Yeah.
everyone threw a fit.
Yeah, but I'm hoping that's a deviation. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
That's
I mean,
too big.
well, it is huge. That's why
too
I'm
big to
surprised.
be a deviation.
But I don't remember ever hearing him referenced in the books.
It was like a couple
But
passing.
unless it was
so
very
much shit
subtle.
is mentioned in that book.
Yeah,
Like passing references.
there's
like,
a lot of subtle shit
like
that goes
like
on.
all the bedtime stories that Bran got
or the
told in, Winterfell.
There's
by,
the
like,
story.
Old Nan.
Yeah, there's the story about the one jousting match that happens
Yeah.
on that island, and you know that's the Reeds are involved. That's also probably
Yeah.
the
There's so much goddamn history written in that book. the book
and that's
series.
why
It's
that's
insane.
and again that's why I give the author quite a bit of latitude because, like I said, it's an exceedingly complex. But I don't think his focus is on it. I think
it's
he
not.
lost focus. 2 books back, honestly. So, and that's my opinion.
Or
I
maybe
just hope
the
it
book's
gets
coming
finished.
out next month and it's all been one giant misdirect.
That would be amazing.
It
I
would be,
think
but
I
it's
would.
not gonna
Yeah,
be
I would
the case.
definitely tip my hat to that. But I doubt that's going to be the case either. Like ever since Jordan, went out the way he went out. But at least he set up with Sanderson for the end of the wheel.
I wish Sanderson actually wrote the entire Wheel of Time instead of Robert Jordan.
His characters
well,
were
then-
a lot more relatable,
Because
or the way he wrote them.
because Sanderson would have actually come up with an original idea instead of just copying.
Or he
Told
draws.
Let
from-
the
yeah.
hate flow through you.
Because Sanderson actually knows how to fucking come up with an original idea. Because every series that he does,
Yeah.
he comes up with a new way
Yeah.
to perform magic. Like with the what's it called, the Mistborn series. It was through ingestion of metals.
Yep, very very great series too.
Through the Rhythmatist. Through geometry. They
Yeah.
do math through geometry.
Okay, that one I haven't read yet, but
It's more of a young adult series.
Oh,
but
okay.
they perform magic by using geometry.
I'm always leery.
Warbreaker uses colors.
Yeah.
Elantris used runes.
Okay. I'm always leery of Sanderson because he's a Mormon. I always approach his works with a little bit of trepidation.
He's a fantastic author. He's a wonderful author.
Thank you. Somebody's got to laugh at that. That is a joke. Somebody laugh. Damn it.
I don't know.
No, I do enjoy Sanderson's work, but you can't say the Aiel and the Eye of the World weren't fucking Fremen, repackaged Fremen from Herbert series, the Dune series.
yeah.
I mean that's just, and that's another one where you had an author die before he was able to finish. Which that one sucked. I still reread the series and I get to the last book and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, it pissed me off that
God
it
damn
went
it.
to his son and Kevin J. Anderson.
Yeah,
because-
his son's prequels were all right. You had to read them almost separately from the Dune universe just because they were so watered down and almost childish in their approach. I hate to say that about an author, but
And Kevin J. Anderson is not a very good author.
yeah. But when he decided he was going to finish the series, I got about 3 chapters into the final and I put it down and I haven't picked it up since. It was shit. He was trying to bring all of his prequel characters back into and meld them with that timeline. Because I have no doubt that the machine world would have been run into. I have no doubt that was what Herbert was aiming at.
I've only read the first book.
Oh my
I've only read Dune.
Are you shitting me?
Yep.
Holy shit! I've got books to lend you.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm
Every time
serious.
I'm
It gets so
in the
much
bookstore,
better.
I always go down through through the Dune series. I'm like, I should read the rest of this.
You should, but you'll be in that terrible boat when you get to the end where you're like, fuck, everything's come to a peak, and there's nothing afterwards.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my hands on a copy of Neuromancer. Because I've been trying to read that
Neuromancer.
forever. William Gibson.
Is that?
I don't know.
It's the book that pretty much started the cyberpunk genre.
Okay,
I gotta look that up real quick.
It's from everyone that I've ever talked to says fucking incredible, and I need to read it.
Yeah.
That and Snow
Crash.
Snow Crash.
Which I've got in my car right now. If you'd like me to lend it to you before I leave, that is a fucking amazing book.
I might do that.
You will love it.
I'm just waiting for the next Dresden Files to come out.
Does he have it? Actually, I haven't looked at that in a long
I haven't
time.
looked at that. I need the next Dresden Files. I need the next Kate Daniels. I need the fucking next
I need the first book in Butcher's
Next-
new series.
the next Lies of Locke Lamora. I need more
That's
books
not the
to
book I was
read.
thinking that was. I've got a shitload of. Well, the question is whether or not you'd enjoy the books I have to read. I have a fucking paperback library that is going to present a massive effort of will to get out of the house.
I need more sci-fi series to read that I can get interested in. Because
I've got some of that. Like I said, I probably have 500-600 paperbacks. Too many paperbacks, and I'm going to have to move soon. So, what are we looking at?
Butcher tweeted the first line of the next book.
Oh, did he? Nice.
I know.
I think I have one more book in the anthology to read, and then I'm completely.
God damn it, Butcher!
I know. Is that a foot?
But
yeah, no, I get you.
No,
I get you.
okay. So are we going to ruin this for everybody? Because I kind of
tweeted it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
it.
yeah.
So the first line of this
Peace Talks
is turn them so I can read it.
My brother ruined a perfectly good run by saying Justine is pregnant.
Oh shit!
And she's not pregnant by Thomas. Unless
the fuck knows at this point?
Unless they artificially inseminated
Why wouldn't
her.
she? No. Why wouldn't she be pregnant?
Because Thomas can't touch her.
Yes, he can, as long as she fools around. They got around that because as long as she has intercourse with somebody,
or
then she's
bring
not,
in like another girl or something.
They bring in another girl or something, and then she and the girl get it on, and then what that does is whitewash it. Since there's no love involved in the act, that washes the taint of love away. The only problem is once they consummate again, then their feelings get mixed up, and she becomes toxic again. So they have to rinse and repeat. So they can get around that. So yeah, he could knock her up during one of those consummations post-coitus with another woman. So yeah, that it could very well be Thomas's kid. The problem is now, oh man, what would he be? He'd be a watered down. Well, I guess all of them.
All vampires are
Yeah, I guess all the White Council or
the White Court
White Court White Council and Court are completely different.
Yeah, they are
Completely different.
I guess
they're both dicks.
Yeah, all of the White Court are produced between a liaison when a vampire and a rather words.
Daywalkers.
Just write them down. Yeah, because all White Court vampires are born human.
They're born human and then they turn. They get turned.
They
don't
could
have
turn.
to. They don't have to. But they're usually driven by the White Court to turn.
Yeah.
So, man, that's.
I can't wait for the day that Dresden fucks up the White Court, or not the White Court, but the White Council.
He's already fucked the White Council up. Well, no, because I can't wait till he becomes a Merlin. He's headed for it.
I think that's probably going to happen.
Yeah,
by the end.
It might, but I don't actually really see him becoming the Merlin.
Not by choice.
Not by choice. But
Not
then
by
again,
choice.
none of the shit he's ever done has really been by choice. It's always been it's the best of a shitty bunch of choices.
This is a really inclusive podcast, by the way.
He's already in line. He's already like the heir apparent to the gatekeeper.
So you may have.
Did you
may have spoiled that for me because I like I said, I still have a book.
You're only one book behind?
I did not read the anthologies, which I don't know if that is necessarily
I don't know
important.
What the fuck that
Supposedly, it's a bunch of short, side jobs,
that's
which is a bunch of short stories that maybe make connections.
That's not important
at all. And I'm trying to think of the last one. I know there's one between
Cold Days. It's Cold Days.
Changes, Cold Days, and
I've read Cold Days.
Ghost Stories.
Ghost Story and Cold Days.
Ghost Stories, Cold Days.
And then
that was it.
Okay. Then I am caught up. Yeah. I've gotten through Ghost Stories and Cold Days. I thought there was one more out there.
Oh no!
Son of a bitch! All right, I'm caught up.
There might be another one. Was Cold Days the last one?
Cold Days was the last one.
Cold Days was the last one. I'm completely caught up then.
And then the next one is Peacekeeper.
Okay.
Peace Talks.
Or Peace Talks or whatever.
Did you see the one theory that the Gatekeeper might be just Dresden from the future?
There is talks of that, and it's been brought up before that theoretically time travel is possible.
No, it's not theoretical. It's one of the laws of magic, so it is possible.
Yeah. Well,
because
in Cold Days,
Demon Reach was a dungeon built in 5 different times at once, right? So.
Yes.
Yeah, the original
Merlin.
So definitely
it's
concretely solidifies it.
It technically it is possible, and they explain it in the books.
You need a shitload of energy.
You just need a shitload of energy and know how to do it perfectly.
Yeah.
Which Dresden's on the path to do because
he definitely is.
It's motherfucking Dresden. He's a bad
dude. That is one of the rare series, in my opinion, that gets so much better the longer it goes.
Yeah.
Harry. I'm trying to remember the author. There was the Stainless Steel Rat series, which I thought was pretty good. It's about an intergalactic thief. But anyway, it starts to get silly 7 or 8 books in. It's like and I hated that there was a degradation of the material.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing happened with the Spellsinger series. It's really good at the beginning, and then it starts to peter out. But with Dresden, it starts out good, and fuck if it doesn't just continue to
get better.
An upward trajectory.
I'm looking forward to his new series, Cinder Spires.
I hadn't heard about it at all.
It's steampunk.
Oh, really? Ooh.
Yep. And
Was it
that'll be
another? Was it another challenge?
No, I don't think this one was. Did you read his fantasy series?
No.
Codex Alera?
No, I did not.
Do that.
Yeah,
It's only
Alera?
7
Okay.
books.
It was seven books. I
Seven.
believe so.
But the series came about because he was on his forums. And he said
Don't tell
that
me he accepted a bet.
he made the
chat.
bet.
Okay.
He was like, you can make a fantasy series. No, someone had said you can't. Or what the fuck was it exactly?
I forget what it was exactly.
Did he start
but
it or someone else started?
somebody. I think it was somebody else. But
Someone else. He was like, it's impossible to make a fantasy series out of anything or something along those lines.
Jesus
And then
Christ.
Butcher was like,
Isn't this how we got Scientology?
you come up and
and then Butcher was like, you can absolutely make a fantasy series out of anything. Give me 2 random topics and I'll make a 7-book series out of it. And then someone was just like, the Roman Legionnaires and Pokemon. He's like, boom, done. And then he wrote the Codex Alera series and it's fucking incredible.
All right, I'll have to read it.
But yeah, I need more. I need Firestorm's coming out for the next Sanderson novel as the next Sanderson novel for the Steelheart series.
I've read The Alloy of Law. That's a continuation of the Mistborn, and that was pretty damn good.
I really like that one. It was a
I'm
wild.
Skin Game came out after Cold Days.
Oh, Skin Game.
Fucking forgot about Skin
We're
Game.
fucking dumb.
All right, so that I have not read Skin Game yet.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's okay. So that's the one I need to catch up on then.
How could we forget Skin Game?
We're dumb.
We're dumb.
We're stupid.
It happens. It happens.
Because it didn't really feel. Because it was a Nicodemus book, so it didn't really feel like.
Spoilers.
Shut up.
Stop.
So it didn't really feel like a continuation of a lot of the story.
Yeah.
So it felt
Although
more
it
of like
set a lot up.
it set a lot up, but it felt more of like an aside.
I think all
In
the
the
Nicodemus
series.
books have been setting up for the end game.
Yeah.
That's
It's gotta
definitely
be.
what it's been doing.
That's exactly what they do. But for the most part, the books feel like kind of like an aside to a lot of the other things that are going on in Harry's life.
Yeah. Where the hell?
But yeah, I'm can't wait for the next book in the Steelheart series.
Okay, I'll have to look into that. I'll have to read into that. Definitely, because once I finish Skin Games, I've started a Stormlord series. I can't remember the author's name. I feel bad about that, but it's pretty good.
But the Steelheart series, it's the apparently an apocalypse type event happened where a second sun appeared in the sky, and
Well, that's pretty cool.
certain people got one power, got one superpower. And with that superpower, they got one weakness. That weakness
Nice.
is crippling.
Okay.
But nobody other than the person who got that superpower
Knows the
knows
weakness?
what it is.
Gotcha.
And they do everything in their power to hide that weakness.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Like there's a precog that in the series who's an evil guy, and then the main characters are a bunch of Rebel Alliance rebels that are trying to free the city from the tyranny of Steelheart.
Death Star.
Of the Steelheart guy who's who's an immortal.
Nice.
So and like one of the people in Steelheart's entourage is a precog. So he can, if there's any hostility directed towards him, he can see into the future of what you're going to do. So they're going through it, and like a big portion of the first part of the book is trying to figure out how to put that guy into a checkmate.
Okay.
So like put him into a position where there is no escape.
Man, see, I'd love to write, but I don't think I have the capacity to be quite that clever. There's got to be so much. You've got to look at it. You've got to look at whatever your subject matter is from like every fucking angle. I have trouble tying my shoes in the morning. So
Yeah, you have trouble tying your shoes in the middle of the day.
this is true. Well, you know what? I keep meaning to buy Velcro, and I keep forgetting. So yeah.
Write it down
That's a
if you know how
in
to write.
Sharpie on your forearm.
I need a crayon.
That's your problem. It doesn't stay on your skin.
Stay, son of a bitch.
Tim, didn't you say you want to bitch about some anime?
Oh yeah.
Christ. Which one now?
Buckle up.
Son of a bitch.
It's not any of the ones I've bitched about before, but it's it's a new one. It's a new one coming out in April. Food Wars, Shokugeki no Soma.
I saw something about that.
it's been
Who
popping.
hasn't at this point?
Yeah.
It's been popping up a lot on Facebook.
Yeah.
Dorkly wrote some article about like I'll pull the article up and put
I think that may be what I saw. I didn't read it. I remember seeing a picture of a chick standing next to this gigantic steaming piece of meat.
Yep.
And I was just like,
But
Why are you aroused?
What the fuck?
But apparently,
yeah.
nobody's ever. This author has never seen a recent like comedy trailer, comedy anime trailer before, because they're all like that now. It's all just they're taking the most absurd moments from the series that they've created so far and putting it into a trailer. What is going on over there?
He's getting candy.
Candy.
Because he's a fat kid.
Getting some candy?
Candy.
But it's become the new norm for trailers for comedy animes. So you put the most absurd moments into the trailer to get people to watch your first episode.
Yeah, yeah.
Because most people are just going to gloss over a comedy anime.
Yes.
And it just comes down to, it's like you got to make the most absurd trailer that you can. And they're like, and this guy's like, oh, this you can't fit any more tropes in here. It's too over the top. I'm like, it's a comedy anime trailer. Have you not watched a comedy anime trailer? Like
Japan's weird.
In the last year? Because they're all like this now. It's you're fucking dumb. And apparently no one has, everybody who's been reading this and reposting it has never heard of Toriko.
No.
It's imagine Fist of the North Star, but instead of going post-apocalyptic, they're gourmet food hunters.
Oh, Jesus.
So Monster Hunter.
It's like Monster Hunter meets Fist of the North Star meets a cooking show.
I have no response to that.
I'm still trying yet to internalize
it's not
that.
By far and away. This is not the most ridiculous cooking anime I've ever created.
That is not a sentence I ever thought would be uttered by another human being.
Yeah, that's a new one to me.
Welcome to anime.
Welcome, anime, fucking Japan.
I blame it on the bombs we dropped on them.
God. It's not too soon, right?
No. God, now we're the World War II joke hour.
Jesus.
But yeah, it's I got a problem with it because it's Funimation. So there's the only streaming service that's going to pick it up is the Funimation channel. So unless you're a Funimation subscriber, look at getting it a week late, or if not at all.
Yeah.
If they don't decide to put it up for free streaming like a week or two later. And they're recycling all the same pretty much all the same voice actors from Sword Art Online.
Ooh.
Like, the main male character is Kirito's voice actor.
He's Eren on Attack on Titan.
Yeah. And the main female voice actor is Asuna. And
they have 9 voice actors. Well, 10. Michael's fun. He's started another show too.
But he's English. For the English one. I'm talking about the Japanese. Voices.
The Japanese voices are the same.
The Japanese voices are the same. I'm watching one right now where it's Kirito's the main character again. I'm like, Kirito's voice actor is the same character, and is the main character, and it's pretty much the same character. It's the same voice acting style. I'm like, I can understand the same voice, but like when every character that you play is like basically Kirito, I don't fucking care about you anymore. You are the new Vic Mignogna. Go fuck yourself.
Oh god,
dude! I'm just stuffing my face with candy over here.
How? That's old candy too. So are your teeth like shattering in your mouth?
It's so good.
But
Laffy Taffies. I could. If I was stuck on a desert island with only one food source, it'd be Laffy Taffy. I'd be dead in a week.
Then you have diabetes. Then you need some Wilford Brimley.
What? I don't get that reference.
Diabetes.
How do you not get that reference?
It's me we're talking about. I don't get any fucking references.
But it's Wilford Brimley.
Walrus
You
face?
can't be saved.
Oh, no, I know what you're talking about now.
Okay.
Okay, that did it.
The diabetes guy?
Yeah, with the big mustache?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what the fuck you're talking
Diabetes.
about now.
Diabetes. If you have diabetes...
You have diabetes.
I only know about that diabetes commercial because during our lunch hour, we used to watch The Price is Right every single day.
That sounds like hell.
It was hell. And the number one commercial that was shown during the Price is Right was the Wilford Brimley diabetes commercial. So, fuck.
Guess it says some things about the average
age of the guys that I worked with.
Now the average age of people that watch The Price is Right.
Same thing.
Oh, same thing.
True.
I want to bitch about Nintendo.
Why?
Shocker. Because Nintendo doesn't know what they're doing.
They don't.
They make the most backward business decisions that you can possibly imagine. Take the new 3DS, for example. And in case if you weren't aware, that's the actual name of the system.
3DS?
The new 3DS.
Oh, well.
They added the second stick and...
What's the name of the new 3DS?
It's the new 3DS.
You're supposed to answer yes.
Yes.
It doesn't
But
work when
in
you
Japan,
set it up like that.
Japan, overall they've
I'm
lost.
telling you
their
how to
fucking
set up the joke. God damn it!
minds. Overall, they've lost their fucking minds. Because one, and this one I kind of get. They're not shipping a charging cable with the new one because their reasoning is you should already have one because all the cables are universal throughout all the systems.
Okay.
Except
but
for
they're not taking into account like
select
the trade-in
few.
market.
Or people that
Because
are buying
the only
into
trade
it for the first time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
The
they're
only-
selling it separately for like maybe $15.
yeah, the only trade-in market around is the U.S. market, basically.
Yeah.
So
You mean
they're taking
GameStop specifically.
they're Best Buy does a trade-in.
Do they?
Yeah.
Because of GameStop, so it's still their fault.
But the whole thing is like there is no trade-in market in Japan.
Yeah, so
There's a limited
They don't
one in
understand the
in
concept.
EU. Yeah, so they're pulling that I was making this comment yesterday where they're pulling that
it's terrible.
mentality from the other markets and trying to apply to a US mentality.
Because as far as they're concerned, there is no other mentality.
Yeah.
Because it's an old school Japanese company. They don't care.
it's like we're gonna
They have no online at all.
Well, the
It's an
original
ad hoc network.
yeah, it's
the
an-
original Game Boy didn't come with a charging cable. I remember being
That's because the
fucking-
original Game Boys ran on like 19 AA batteries. Where the fuck?
Four?
It was like four.
Four.
No, it was four.
Yeah, but it was
no, it was the Game Gear that was run
The
on
Game
19,
Gear
dude,
is like
I-
19.
I raked-
19Ds.
I raked lawns all summer to save up $100 to buy
Yeah.
a Game Boy, and I was fucking ecstatic. And then I opened the box, and I can't play the fucking thing.
There's no game.
No,
There-
it
there
did
was
come with a
Tetris.
game.
Did it?
It came with
Did
Tetris.
it come with
I
Tetris?
think.
It came with Tetris.
Yeah, but it didn't come with a fucking charging cable.
There's no.
That was,
There was-
or not a charging cable, but it didn't come with a power cable.
It did.
There was-
the
there was no
original Game
power-
Boy was batteries only.
No, there was a
pa-
power cable. But you had to
could
buy
put
it separately.
You had to buy the power cable separately,
Which was
but you had-
bullshit.
but it was battery operated,
Yeah. Well,
so
it was.
you had to have batteries,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and batteries weren't included. But
Yeah, well, which isn't abnormal, but
Yeah,
I just remember being devastated because to me it was like that's fucking bullshit. $100. I mean,
But
they were not cheap systems when they first came
Specifically,
out.
the new 3DS is coming out in America, and it's the XL one version, the bigger screens and whatnot.
Okay.
There's a regular size one that's coming out in Japan, and nowhere else, because reasons.
because Nintendo.
Because Nintendo. It's I don't get them. I don't. Nobody does.
Yeah,
Because
they remain a
Nintendo.
viable company.
Barely.
I mean, well, still.
Well, because
Barely.
they're being held afloat with Pokemon.
Yeah.
No, the 3DS is actually probably what's keeping that company solvent.
Well, yeah, it's definitely not the console or the games on their console.
No. They're so protective over their brand and their publicity. It's murdering. They're killing themselves.
Yeah, they're killing the community that loves their games.
Yeah, the YouTube, the partner programs.
Yeah, the partner
is
program.
stupid.
We explained this last time.
That was on Redacted.
It was on Redacted.
So
Okay,
we can talk about it again here.
Yeah, we'll explain it again here. So the way that YouTube works with their ad revenues is that when you create a video that's ad revenued and you're making money off of it, 40% of that ad revenue goes to YouTube. The other 60% goes to you, you the creator. Beforehand, it was before the 2013 decision to allow Nintendo games onto YouTube. It was you had to pay Nintendo 100% of the, or no, you just couldn't do it.
Okay.
And then to have a Nintendo Let's Play on your YouTube, you had to pay 100% of your profits from YouTube ad revenue to Nintendo.
Yeah, because that made a lot of sense.
So you
So in
got
other words,
nothing.
so what was the
YouTube-
fucking point?
YouTube got 40% and you got nothing.
Yeah,
for
the
those
other 60
videos.
went to
If
Nintendo.
if Nintendo even allowed for the video
Gotcha.
to go
Yeah,
up
and
online.
usually they didn't.
Unless it was praising the game or Nintendo, they didn't let it go up online.
Well, it's not even praising. It's just general content too.
Yeah.
Like I know Achievement Hunter just Nintendo had them pull all the Nintendo Let's Plays down.
Yeah. Well, no, it's probably because they said something critical about Nintendo.
Yeah, Jeff was in them.
If you say something, and that's what it was. It would go through the Nintendo.
Yeah.
It would go through the YouTube process of processing the video, and then it go through Nintendo.
Yeah.
And if Nintendo didn't like it, they just say no.
And now,
or they go back through and watch people's stuff, and they pull it.
Yeah.
And now the new program is you have to submit the individual video or your channel if you're a Nintendo only channel.
Yeah.
And it's like 2 to 3 weeks for the approval process or some shit like that.
It takes at least 2 to 3 days, and then upwards of whenever Nintendo feels like it.
And now with the revenue, YouTube gets their 40%,
Mm-hmm.
and then
of what's left, you get between 30 and 40%. Nintendo gets the rest.
No. It's 70-30. It's 70 you, 30 Nintendo.
Is it?
Still.
Yeah. Yep.
And they have in the fine print these
rates can
be arbitrarily changed at any time.
Of course.
And it's one of those things where it's like the way that they marketed it at first was it's a 70-30 revenue split.
Yeah.
Where you get 70%, but they didn't explain that it was 70% of the 60% that you get. So it works out to YouTube gets 40%, you get 42%, and then Nintendo gets the remainder.
Which would be what, 18%?
18%. So it's really cutting into the profit margins of people who are trying to make a living off of playing.
Well, what it comes down to is eventually they'll stop doing Let's Plays on Nintendo-based platforms.
Most people are.
Yeah, which in the end just hurts Nintendo.
Because at this point, you can't do anything negative. You have to submit, even if it's like a review of a game.
That's a terrible marketing decision.
It's awful.
Yeah.
Nintendo is essentially attempting to turn YouTube into a PR wing.
Well, no, they're trying to generate revenue off of it. If they wanted a PR wing, then they wouldn't try and
they're extending. They're trying to, because only positive things can go up at this point.
I get that, but what I'm saying is, if you really wanted to do good PR, yeah, maybe you do that. You can only put positive shit up, but you can also keep the entire money. You would incentivize someone to put up positive shit. If you're saying I'm going to judge you and tell you whether or not you can put that up, plus I'm going to take money off of it, to me that's more revenue driven than PR driven. And again, you're hurting yourself because eventually everyone's going to say, fuck it ain't worth it.
It's PR driven because before that you didn't get any money.
Okay. Oh, so you say this? Yeah.
Nintendo didn't let you get any money for doing a Let's Play on their games.
which probably caused people to not want to do Let's Plays, which made them wake up to the realization that they were going to lose money.
Yeah.
And again, now you're back to revenue. Well, we want to make something off of this, so...
But even then, you still have to put up a positive review of whatever you're reviewing. It's a PR wing, so it's not a revenue wing. It's a PR wing.
What we should do, because I don't think the Japanese understand Western sarcasm, is do a satire review where we're just reviewing it and it sounds like we're really enthusiastic, but we're just tearing them to shreds.
We do it in that very, very fake enthusiastic. We point at the camera a lot.
No, more dry.
Shit.
Way more dry.
I really love this game. This is so good. I really enjoy.
Look at these stellar 8-bit graphics. So
I would Falcon
fluid.
punch my girlfriend in the stomach to get this again. If
I could knee more, I would knee everybody so that I could play this game again.
I hadn't realized that. That to me that's pretty shitty. But then again, that lies into what you were saying earlier about how you feel about their approach to everything.
It's because the way Nintendo is structured, and this definitely came up on Redacted. Is everyone knows what a Japanese company. Here's a company, but they're a Japanese company. Mm-hmm. There's another divide in Japan. There's like a Japanese company and a Kyoto company. And
weren't there some protocols? I remember the Kyoto protocols. I think that was like a global warming thing. I'm sorry.
Probably.
Go ahead.
No, that's fine.
Ahead. I'm listening.
But Kyoto companies are more old school
than old school companies.
Than old school Japanese companies.
Oh, fuck. Is it still, seppuku over lost earnings for this quarter kind of shit?
Everyone has veto power. Yeah.
Wow.
And if one person vetoes it,
Everybody,
it gets
it's
vetoed.
dead.
It
Yeah.
gets
Well, but you know
vetoed.
what? But that's as
but
silly
the
as that
problem
sounds.
is
That's a good way to do it because
most
they don't
of the
probably
people-
fuck around with vetoes for no
Yes.
reason.
The
They
pro-
throw them around left and right.
the
Some
pro-
of them are good.
The problem
things,
with
but
the problem with the veto power is that if
none
the person,
of them understand modern gaming.
well, they don't understand
modern
modern
anything.
anything. But if like they don't understand the concept that's being pitched, they'll just veto it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And it could be an amazing concept.
without trying to understand the concept, like having a network.
yeah.
And
That's a
I
shame.
know I've said this on both podcasts. There were some developers from a third party game company, I don't remember who, and they were talking to Nintendo, their online team, and they were trying to suss out like how they'd be able to do online for their game, and they asked them, how would you compare Nintendo's online systems to Xbox Live or PlayStation Network? And all of them were just like, we don't know. We've never used any of those.
Gotcha.
Like they have
Yeah.
no idea.
Oh,
No
bad.
idea.
Yeah, that's bad.
So, give me your friend code. This,
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
RFID amiibos.
Shit.
We don't know how to use a USB drive, so we're just going to use an amiibo.
God damn.
It's insane.
Sounds.
And I'm amazed
Sounds
they can still, with that system in place, crank out as much quality content as they have.
Pokemon,
Zelda
Zelda.
games are still fantastic. Mario games are still generally fantastic. Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, that's it. End of story.
Yeah, but you need more.
Their
That's the-
first
You
their
definitely
first
need
party
more.
title. Their
Their
first
first party titles are amazing.
Yeah, it's just that there's not really any third party developers that want to come.
Because no one
up,
wants to deal with it.
Yeah, nobody wants to deal with Nintendo. The only one that's dealt with them in this current run is Platinum for Bayonetta 2, which was apparently really good.
I've heard.
Yeah,
Well,
I've
I
heard
don't think
really
it's
good
sold
things
because
about
I think that
because nobody
Nintendo exclusivity backfired horrendously.
yeah because nobody was going to buy a Wii U for
Bayonetta. No.
and the people who already owned a Wii U were not the type of people who were going to play Bayonetta.
No. I'll buy a Wii U for Smash Brothers. I'll buy a Wii U. I might buy a Wii U for Mario Kart. Definitely for Zelda. If I don't have a Wii U by the time new Zelda games comes out, I've failed as a human being. Because it looks fantastic.
You should probably also consider getting other systems so we could actually like do our thing.
Oh, I mean, they're first. PS4 is first on the list.
Yeah.
Let's be serious.
Let's be serious. But
And then is
should-
and then
should
after
go
that's
without
Xbox
saying.
One, and
That-
then the Wii U.
Yeah, that should go without saying.
why would you get an Xbox One?
Halo 5.
Yeah, have
Worth
fun,
it for me.
Have fun playing with like the 20 other people.
I don't give a shit. And Halo 5's enough. It is a console seller for me.
Okay, I can't.
You don't give a shit. That's fine.
I don't know.
I
just
love the
can't-
Halo. I love
just
the
can't
series.
Rationalize like buying a system for although I bought a system for Destiny, but
Yeah.
no, I didn't buy a system for Destiny.
You
I
bought a system for a bunch of games.
I bought a system for a lot of games,
Yeah.
like the entire PS4 library that I can. have
There's
access to.
also the other games that I was interested in playing, but it wasn't enough for me to buy the console, like Dead Rising 4.
meh.
It's you.
The
Remedy game, Quantum Break looks good.
and meh.
Dude, Alan Wake was fucking amazing.
Yeah, there was nothing on Xbox that really captured my interest. It was like Halo, the Dead Rising games. I'm like, I don't really care at all. Meh. And
I also don't want to give up my gamer score.
Okay. There just wasn't anything on Xbone that really interested in me. And when it comes down to the exclusivity wars, the
PlayStation wins.
PlayStation's winning. It just wins. And they have more titles. They have better games. They actually have like a good indie scene.
You mean an indie scene?
An indie scene. Like so, and the
I can
PlayStation
see Fesh's eyes glazing over.
Yeah, no, you're
And the-
losing me.
and
You're
the
losing me,
PlayStation
damn it.
and,
Drink more.
and the PlayStation Plus perks are infinitely better than Gold.
Yes. I still need to download those for this month.
Don't know if I'm gonna have a chance to play them, but
I'm just gonna download them to have them.
I just went to the store and purchased them all because as long as I
What's
purchased them.
PlayStation this month?
Let's see. I did all the purchases.
I know
didn't really-
Gold is like Elite Sniper and Two Brothers.
Let us look at
Brothers.
the.
I'm gonna download both. I'm gonna delete Sniper instantly.
You get
but
a
I
chance,
kinda wanna
watch the
play
Two Brothers trailer from Rick and Morty's first season.
Two brothers, one cup.
No,
Oh,
I'm intrigued.
we've been very informative today.
Yeah, I was going to say, this was not the
And then I'll
bullshit
bring us
fest I
back
thought it was
down.
going to be. Please do, because I was expecting to walk into just an absolute drag-out bullshit fest. And that's not what
It's
happened.
always good when it's just the three of us.
No, this
I
is
enjoy
completely different than the last time it was the three of us.
No, it wasn't.
No, the last time it was the three of us, we talked about like some stupid political bullshit and...
There's still time.
So,
this is true.
so the PS4 games this month on PlayStation Plus
Internet's
are,
probably getting titled too. No,
are
I'm erect.
Apotheon,
I can
which
see.
is some indie game. Transistor, another.
Do they
indie
got
game.
Flappy Birds? I'd really like to
Rogue
try
Legacy.
that Flappy Birds.
Shut up.
Rogue Legacy? It's that platform, the ultra hard platformer.
Ooh, 4 or 3.
4 and 3.
Ooh, done.
And for PS3, Rogue Legacy, Thief.
Oh, that's right. Thief is up this month.
I actually
shit out
own
of
Thief
that.
I own Thief for the PS4. I started playing it, but it's a
And
little
Yakuza
hard to get
4.
into.
Yakuza 4
For the 3?
for 3.
Done.
Yeah, it's the games list for this month is pretty fucking pimp.
Okay, well, no, I own Thief. That was one of the original games I bought for the PS4 when I first got it. I started playing it, I just couldn't get into it. But I'm having trouble getting into Shadows of Mordor, too.
You don't
so
like stealth games.
Not unless I understand them better. I remember back when you used to. I don't know. This is more PC gaming probably than anything else. Where you'd get this gigantic fucking manual that instructed you all the
I
quick
miss those.
keys and
Yeah.
I got into Thief and it was literally like, okay, I'm standing here. Let me just start mashing buttons and see what the fuck happens.
Oh,
There's
there's a thing I saw. The EA creative director said in some conference or a panel or some shit that he thinks that games are too hard.
What?
That it takes too long to learn the controls.
What?
Yeah.
well, no, it don't.
How fucking scary is that?
What?
It would depend. I would like to think it would depend upon if you're talking about a brand new game with a brand new engine, or if you're talking. I don't know.
He's more just like, I think a 2 hour long because it takes like get past the learning curve like 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours ish.
Something like that.
He thinks that's too long.
Depends on how different it is from another.
Yeah,
from
he's
another
I
game.
think he's comparing it to like Angry Birds or some shit,
Well-
where it's like, oh look, I'm done playing it.
Yeah,
and I already
yeah.
know what to do, as opposed to like, oh, I want to learn game mechanics.
Well, like Grand Theft Auto series, for example, I had trouble with GTA
Lynch,
5
calm down.
because I didn't know what the controls did. But the last time I played any Grand Theft Auto, it was
Well, that's what
fucking Vice City, and that was like 7
that's
years
what
before.
tutorials are
so-
for.
That's
You
true,
learn
but I
it
don't
as
think
you
they.
go.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if they necessarily have what I would consider tutorials.
Well, they prompt you
Thief
as
did.
you're going through.
Yeah,
games
and
shit.
Thief did that. It was like, okay, to select, your bow so that you can shoot it across and
Yeah.
blah blah.
Well, the
and
first
to me,
mission,
that's
the
just
first
like,
mission
what
was
the
essentially
fuck?
the tutorial mission where it
Yeah,
gave you all the
yeah.
basic controls, and as
I
you
don't
go
know.
through the game, they give you the more advanced ones.
Yeah, but but again, to get back to my point, I think something like GTA, I don't think the controls change over time, really, right? I mean, they still play the
They're
same.
largely the same controls,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
Yeah, basically the same.
as long as you've played the series all the way through, you're not going to have a hard time adjusting.
Wire triangle still hijacks whatever the fuck you're getting into.
Yeah, yeah. So
Shooting controls change game to game.
This is true.
They're at this
Although
point. At this
Destiny-
point, I think they're
I
just
clicked into
tweaked.
Destiny quickly.
Dude,
which
all
surprised
first-person shooters
me.
at this point are the same fucking controls.
Are they?
scheme.
Okay, well
Yeah.
maybe that's
Essentially.
yeah.
Because it's probably the most like common sense layout for it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Unless you go back and play the first Halo. Before like the control scheme got standardized. I think it the first Modern Warfare did that? Call of Duty?
I forget. I didn't
I
really
think-
play Call of Duty. So.
I think Call of Duty standardized it.
Duty.
There we go. There's the lowbrow shit I was looking for.
You won't love that? I get it.
Nice.
But I don't really know when that because I didn't really come up in the console gaming scene, so I don't know when it became standardized.
Yeah, I grew up PCing.
I feel like it was Call of Duty.
I don't know.
Maybe Halo 2, but I feel it was more Call of Duty 4.
Because the PC shooters were established really early on. Like
Yeah.
the standardized controls were established really early
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Well, the
Click.
Well, yeah, the keyboard mouse layout is I don't think changed at all. You still have the same left, right, back, forwards,
WASD.
WASD.
Space
and
bar,
then
space bar. Click.
your mouse is your spatial,
Yeah.
your look around if you want, your heads up. But that goes back to the fucking original Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
You know. Now there was a fucking game.
I never played the original
3D.
Wolfenstein.
Man, blocky
You're-
as shit.
Missing out.
Yeah.
I've been told.
Imagine the original Doom with just with shittier graphics.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's because Doom came along and
so
that
I have
was
played
so
it. I
much
played Doom.
better.
I played the same. They're all the same fucking game.
Yeah, pretty much. But
Did
again,
you play
that's-
Noah's Ark? The Bible Doom clone?
I've never
What?
heard.
Never
I
even
did.
heard of that.
I did see that.
There is a Bible Doom clone.
God, I hope they make an emulator for
Noah's-
that. I'm
Noah's
fucking
Ark.
Dude, it's like a early PC game.
I'm playing it. God damn it.
Oh look, SpongeBob
Was it-
beat
no,
out
it was-
Jupiter Ascending and Seventh Son at the box office.
It was an LJN game.
LJN.
LJN.
He doesn't
It was
know what
one of
you're
the-
talking
I don't know what the fuck you're
It's
talking.
an old game company that just made shitty games.
Bible games mainly.
Oh, Bible games and like basically just ripped off all the
It
other
was the
popular titles
Petra of the gaming world.
Yeah. No, exactly.
and just didn't do anything well.
To back up real quick, did you just say that SpongeBob beat out Jupiter Ascending?
And Seventh Son in the box office. I mean,
Son-
Jupiter Ascending doesn't look particularly good.
It doesn't.
It looks gorgeous.
It does look like it's beautifully rendered, but I read a bunch of reviews.
When it comes down to those three movies, I'd probably rather go see the SpongeBob movie.
I saw.
I'd see Jupiter Ascending only because Mila Kunis.
Yeah, she's.
I'd
fucking
rather
amazing.
look at Mila Kunis than look at SpongeBob.
But then you also have to look
man.
at that shitty makeup version of Channing Tatum.
I don't give a shit. Mila Kunis.
See, now I'm just imagining Mila Kunis and SpongeBob erotica.
Your
I'm gonna
mind
need a
goes
moment.
strange places.
I'm gonna need a
Rule
moment.
34.
No, I'm gonna need a moment.
Let's find out.
I tell you what, I made the mistake
one
of
second.
Google. I made a mistake of Google imaging xenomorph porn last
You
night at the club.
stupid bastard.
Yeah, it's there. It exists.
No, I know it
And,
exists because it's the internet.
Yeah, no, exactly. Which was the point. Because they had a bunch of snuff films on. What was that Mel Gibson Inca movie?
What?
There was that
Apocalypto.
Apocalypto or whatever. Yeah, they were playing that, and I kept referring to it as that wonderful snuff movie that's playing in the background. I mean, it's just nothing but death.
Yeah.
So, and then Aliens was playing on the other side of the bar, and I was like, xenomorph porn. It popped in my head. I'm like, that's got to be a thing. Yes, it is.
It popped out of you.
Yeah. That's the most phallic-looking chest burster I've ever seen.
There is no specific Mila Kunis.
Internet.
SpongeBob Rule
porn.
34. Internet, get on that.
Internet, get on that.
Holy shit.
But yeah,
I think
that is
we're on the.
That is a need that needs to be filled.
This is
isn't
the
it?
ground floor.
Fuck, we should, you know what? We should be the first. Can anybody draw?
No.
Son of a bitch.
Seventh Son does not look good.
No.
It doesn't look good
I
at
like
all.
Jeff Bridges most the next guy, but no.
Yeah, I don't. I read the Seventh Son series by Orson Scott Card.
Is that what it's based on?
No.
Probably not.
No.
From what I've seen in the
Okay.
previews, no, not at all.
No, that's the Alvin Journeymaker series.
Yes, yeah. Which was, it's pretty good.
It was okay. I didn't really particularly enjoy it. I didn't particularly enjoy it.
Yeah, it was odd. It sucked me in at some parts, and I was like, why the fuck am I reading this at other parts, you know? But, and that, not to get into any of the bullshit around Orson Scott Card's political beliefs, because that could degenerate quickly.
You can write.
Please
a damn
do.
Good,
Let's degenerate.
No.
you can
This
write
is,
a damn good book.
he can't, no,
can.
and I'll never take that away from him. I never will. But, except for that Empires, he wrote I guess, when he
That
started
fucking
getting...
red state, blue state bullshit.
Yeah, I guess when he started getting like, they would cancel his college speaking tours or something because of the outrage from certain parties. He wrote this just horrendous fucking red versus blue style book, and I bought it. And I was just like, what's terrible is it's a shitty book, but it's well written.
Yeah.
I read it all the way to the end, and at the
Same
end I was
here.
like, I feel fucking dirty, but I mean, a man can fucking write a story. I'm not gonna say he can't.
It's like when I
God
saw
damn
that
it.
TED 2 trailer.
Ted 2?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was very ashamed for laughing at it.
No,
but it looks like
you know
dog
what?
shit.
But you know what you're getting into. You knew what you're getting into in the original Ted.
I did.
It was going to be fart and dick jokes and shit out of the 80s. I mean, you knew that's where it was going to be, and it fulfills itself very well.
Yeah, well,
and Ted
especially
2, I
when,
think, will be all right.
Especially when you're like, it's a Seth MacFarlane thing. It's you fully
It's
know.
all the same shit.
It's live action Family Guy. I mean, it's just a whole bunch of references
You know
to shit in the
exactly
past.
what you're going to
Yep.
get.
That wasn't
And-
an
and
endorsement,
it
by the
delivered.
way.
Well, I know. I
Live
understand.
action Family Guy is not positive.
But, no, that guy does very well at the, oh, no, that's live action Peter Griffin. He does it very well at the cons.
Oh, that
From what
guy.
I've
That
heard,
guy's
yeah.
good.
And he is. He's got the accent
fucking
down. He's got the
awesome.
look. But
Yeah.
I still want to meet the Tron guy for no particular reason. Oh, it got quiet.
yeah.
Fuck you guys.
to pee.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah.
Well, you have to pee and I'm thirsty, which sounds like we have a perfect solution.
Yeah.
It does. This is a
Well,
self-fulfilling.
pee is a
Arc it.
solution.
Yeah.
Arc it right into his mouth. You have fucking Mountain Dew in front of you.
I do. You could pee in my Mountain Dew. I'm not going to notice
It's
a
gonna-
difference.
it's
No
gonna be
one
the
will
same-
notice the
It's going to be
difference.
the same color.
Pretty sure Mountain Dew is pee.
It's yeah. It's not bad though, because I actually cut soda out of my diet, not for any particular reason other than I just didn't
As
feel
you're,
like taking
you're
it to
holding a
work.
Mountain Dew.
That's
Well,
your
no, I
holding
meant
Mountain
like
Dew.
at work. I started drinking tea instead of soda, so I'm spoiling the shit out of myself today.
with a 19-gallon Mountain Dew.
Fucking A.
Yeah, I generally drink beer and water.
And
Beer and water's
only
good.
beer and water.
Beer and water.
Sometimes
You know,
liquor.
you add a little bit of sour milk and you've got the Viking diet.
That happened last podcast.
Yeah, it did.
What? What did I miss?
That fucking ghost pepper.
Oh,
No, it wasn't
which
ghost
wasn't
pepper.
ghost pepper. It was a habanero.
okay. Well, habanero still probably dropped me, but someone with your tastes, I can see you
It was
being
disappointing.
disdainful.
He was
of it.
very disappointed.
Yeah.
But there was beer and milk happening.
Yeah.
I forget that you're lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
Are you?
Not terribly, but it just
Enough?
makes, it
Just
just makes
enough.
me poop.
Dude, I used to work with a guy, Mill, that he was very badly lactose intolerant, and then occasionally you'd have like a McDonald's shake, and
What
you
a
could
stupid bastard.
no, I think he did it intentionally.
Oh.
You would be walking down the hallway, and you would just hit a wall of stench 25 feet away from the bathroom, and that's behind two double doors. I mean, he would make the place completely fucking
Yeah.
uninhabitable.
I don't have a like.
And that's why I'm saying it was intentional. Every now and then he'd be just like, fuck the rest of the people that work here.
I don't really have a problem with like cheese or most dairy things. Milkshakes I'm okay with, but
Yeah.
when it just comes down to like, hey, I'm gonna drink this glass of milk.
Bad things happen.
Bad things happen.
Gotcha. I'm not, yeah, I've never had those issues with that. I've got like a food allergy. I'm allergic to pineapple. It makes my lips blow up. So
I'm
that's about it.
allergic to something, and I don't know what it is.
You should probably figure that the fuck out.
When I was a kid, me and my class went on a field trip to St. Augustine, Florida.
Oh, so you're allergic to Christianity.
Dude, I was raised Catholic. It's not that. I was, but because that's back when I lived in South Florida. But we went to St. Augustine for a weekend, and I came back, and I was just covered in hives. No
Really?
idea.
No idea
what the
what you got
fuck
into?
it was.
Probably South Florida. That place
I
gives
lived
me
there
the
long
hives.
enough. It wasn't. St. Augustine's a nice place, though.
Is it?
It's the only
Yeah.
place in the South where it reminds me of like Maine.
Go to Arkansas. A lot of
No.
rural Arkansas looks just like rural Maine. You know, it's just.
I've been to Arkansas. I was
There's
not impressed.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Where in Arkansas do you go?
No, wait. No, it's Alabama. Never mind.
Okay, that's also an unimpressive place.
No,
And
it's not.
I've lived there too.
I went to Birmingham, and the entire place looked like a goddamn warehouse district.
Yeah,
That was
it's all brown.
Yeah.
Brown.
It's very
sun,
depressing.
Sun starched. Yeah,
very,
it's not
very
a-
depressing place.
It's not. Yeah. Oh well, what are you gonna do? My brother still lives down there somewhere. So,
Somewhere.
well, my Southern gaming crew are all out of I think Huntsville.
Do they listen?
No, they should. Well, no.
So what you should do is make them listen.
I should. Yeah. I'll bring that up next time we're rating. You guys should listen to the podcast I'm occasionally invited to.
You're always invited. You just don't always show up.
Okay, so the podcast I occasionally make it to.
That's the one.
Is that really that much of a difference, though?
Yes, there's functionally a large difference.
In my head, it's the same fucking difference.
That's
Although
fine.
I'm going to try and make more of them going forward.
why
I've
you're
said that.
dumb.
Well, that and the lead paint chips. That probably played a pretty significant part.
Just don't drink mercury.
Don't you know what? This is America. I can do what the fuck I
You
want.
can do.
Quick, free healthcare. Ha!
I know it looks pretty.
What does Mercury?
Mercury.
Dude, I was fucking watching a special.
Start
one.
chewing light bulbs.
Do you have any idea? Like, I guess in poor third world nations, when they do fucking illegal gold mining, they use mercury because apparently mercury will melt. It liquefies the gold out of the ore.
Is it really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Now, to separate the mercury from the gold, they then burn it the fuck off.
Oh.
And
That's-
not in like a specially contained. No,
That's a-
they literally put it in like a fucking metal pan and hit it with a blowtorch while they're standing over it.
That's a bad.
They say like 50% of the loose mercury in the environment nowadays is from illegal third world gold mining. And the fucking laundry list of health concerns that hit the miners that do that kind of shit, it's just
That's a
hideous.
What are we talking?
We're talking about like illegal mining. We were talking about mercury. Somehow we got into a conversation about mercury. It had something to do with my inane ability to be stupid.
He
But
drinks mercury.
no, I don't. I eat lead paint chips. There's a big fucking difference.
And live under power lines.
Yay! Are you secretly stealing power with the special thing that you built you saw on YouTube?
What?
I don't know.
I could have
A
done
bunch
that
of
at my
those
old
crazy
place.
conspiracy places. They're like, you can build this contraption to pull the energy out of the air.
Yeah, but there's DARPA.
Yeah. No, I was telling them that like in third world countries, they use mercury, and like they'll take all the fucking siftings that they've done or whatever, they'll pour it all in a big 55-gallon drum, then they'll pour like a cap full of mercury in there, mix the whole thing up, and then they'll slowly pour it out, and you get this big glob of mercury that's collected all of the gold that was in there, and then you burn the mercury off like in a metal pan while you're standing over it. And they were interviewing these poor bastards that were doing it. They were just this laundry list of fucking physical ailments they had. And it's like, yeah, it's because you're fucking breathing in a bunch of mercury. It's a terrible thing to do. Now I want to be an illegal gold mine like tycoon.
Well, we moved all our smelting shit over to China, so
Oh, they still smelt here.
not really.
Precious metals, I do. I know Johnson & Johnson does.
Like steel? No.
No, not steel, but steel.
Because-
I wouldn't consider steel a precious metal. I'm talking like gold and shit like that. There's still specialized smelting.
There's still specialized smelting, but like for like bulk steel smelting, it's just all in China now. That's why it's covered in smog.
Yeah, that's
Because there's no American company that could keep up with the EPA regulations to.
It's
to
not
actually,
even the EPA regulations. I've said forever. How the fuck are you going to compete with someone that makes 30 cents a day? You could give up EPA. You could give up fucking everything.
Well,
and
yeah,
your
there's-
wages, even if you went to minimum wage, you're still being out.
And you said we weren't going to get political.
It's not politics.
Yeah,
It's
it's
still
getting
that,
there.
It's still that, but like
Ukraine. Let's
it's
talk about
the-
Ukraine.
Jesus Christ.
No, I kid.
like the steel smelting just couldn't keep up with. I was going through a class in one of my welding courses, like just the amount of shit that you have that smelting steel puts off into the atmosphere.
yeah.
You just wouldn't be able to get away with it. You just couldn't be able to run a smelting company in the United States because of how many laws there are about what you can release into the atmosphere.
I don't know. I mean, the
And what
plant,
quantities?
The plant out there in Coatesville seems to do all right, but I mean, I don't know. The Chinese are also, from what I've read, are accused of like, they have a bunch of overcapacity. They're making more steel than is necessary, and it's being subsidized to the Chinese government. I mean, they've got a long-term plan, basically, of driving all manufacturing out everywhere else, and then they're the only person you turn to, and then you slowly start to raise your costs, and, for a while you were king. I mean, it's, my opinion, but God damn it, yeah, we weren't supposed to go quite that far into...
That's fine.
We're losing them. Bring them back. Bring them back.
We fucking lost him. What are you talking about?
Bring them back.
Fine, take off your shirt.
Poop jokes. Poop jokes.
Poop jokes would be good. I'm not taking off my shirt. I have misshaped nipples. I have
Now you have to take off
I
your
have
shirt.
non-symmetrical nipples. Like I have one areola that's the size of a quarter, and I have another areola that's the size of a watermelon. So
Now you have to take off your shirt.
no, it's not.
And pictures it doesn't exist.
No, it doesn't exist. That would be, dude. If it did, I wouldn't be here with you now. I'd be out on the freak show circuit making money, getting paid to show my oddly non-symmetrical areolas.
No, but seriously, take off your shirt.
Weird body.
My weird. God damn it! Everybody's weird. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Have you ever stopped and thought about the human form? Like the shape of our fucking nose,
Male
the
or
shape of our
female?
ear, any of them. It just, to me, you
Bodies
stop and you
are
look at
weird.
it. They are. That's what I'm saying.
What
Like-
are weird?
Bodies in
Bodies.
general.
Oh, bodies.
Yeah. In general, the human form is confusing to me.
Did you see that
I like the
fucking
opposable
guy
thumb, though.
that had plastic surgery to look like Red Skull?
Yeah.
What
I don't-
the
why?
fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
Why?
That's about all I have
I
to say
haven't
about
here.
it. Is
I
why.
haven't seen that.
You,
I
one
wanna see
second.
this.
Oh, you'll see it.
Plastic surgery to look like fucking Red Skull?
Yeah.
God
Yeah,
damn.
they sewed a prosthetic dick, Red Skull onto his dick. Fucking Red Skull.
Shut up.
Get it?
Nice.
Ah.
No, but I've got to see this. I got to. Why is a wonderful? I guess maybe he thought that was a fucking badass look.
He
But
had
I would
his
think,
eyes tattooed black.
That's not overly abnormal. I've seen eye tattooing before. Usually, it's involved with prisoners, though. I don't know how much I've seen it on the outside of a prison fence.
Already ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready. Am I gonna?
All right, let me unplug
Is
this.
this gonna make me squeamish?
Yeah.
Am I gonna vomit in my mouth?
It's not very pretty looking.
God damn it! He looks like a fucking burn victim.
he does.
He does.
Well, then again, I guess Red Skull sort of looked like a.
Not really.
Let me. Here.
There's what he looked like before.
Okay.
There's a picture of
Okay.
him next to Red Skull.
Oh, that's so stupid.
He looks like a Klingon.
In that, he looks like a Klingon. Okay, someone who really enjoys body modification.
And then he had
obviously.
his nose cut off.
Yeah, I see that.
Why?
He's insane.
Yeah,
He's absolutely insane.
I hope he's happy.
Yeah.
I hope he's happy with his life choice there.
I wouldn't be.
Why? Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, but we wouldn't do that.
I'm unhappy with his life choice.
Yeah.
He subjected me to that. I'm just
Well, he
unhappy
didn't
with
subject you to it. Technically, EJ subjected you to that.
No, I subjected you to that. He saw it before.
him. I saw
Oh,
it
you've
before.
seen it before? Okay.
The internet
Well,
subjected
this is,
him
yeah,
to it.
the goddamn that
Fucking internet.
That series of terrible tubes.
Not all of them are terrible. Some of them have nudity on them.
No, this is true. Well, 70% of them have nudity.
Those
Well,
tubes are
those good tubes are canceled out by 4chan.
Quick, Google Google Xenomorph / Avatar.
No.
Come on.
No.
I'm curious. A little curious.
James Cameron porn?
Ooh. There's got to be an Avatar Aliens crossover in the porn sphere. I mean, obviously there's
I'm doing this
there's something for everyone out
with
there, I guess.
I'm doing this on a protest.
I hope you're doing that in anonymous as well.
I should probably open up a fucking secret browser.
Yeah.
Just so my cookies don't get
Yeah,
fucked.
you don't. Yeah,
Incognito window.
that would be the way to go.
Meh.
Meh. I don't give a shit. Let them read out my browser history at my funeral. I don't give a fuck.
Google.
Okay.
That is not an actual request. Don't do that.
Tough shit.
God damn.
Do that. I'm dead. I don't care.
Son of a bitch. That's going to be in my will. Delete browser history.
Explode the computer.
Anybody know what Down on the Farm 4 is? Son of a bitch.
What is this tranny horse porn?
That probably also exists.
I no shit that exists.
It does exist.
Oh, okay.
4chan, man.
I you know what? I stay away from 4chan. Did you? I can tell by
there.
that look on your face. It's there, isn't it? There is a crossover, isn't there?
Well, there's Avatar porn,
Oh,
but I don't know
okay.
if there's Avatar Xenomorph.
I saw
porn.
Xenomorph specifically mentioned on it. I'm not gonna go much further.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I'm not
I wouldn't,
going past
I wouldn't
page
scratch.
one.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I'm not
scratch
going
the
past
surface.
page one.
Don't scratch the surface. Ungodly things will come out.
Oh, great. Leave this page. I'm done. I can't believe. God damn it.
No, you're not done.
I saw it.
I see that. You're being pulled in deeper.
Nope, I'm done. Oh, Navi Warrior versus Engineer. X. I'm done. Nope.
Oh God, what have we done?
What have you done?
I didn't even see it. Yeah, I can.
We are. Hold on.
Yeah, we're about an hour and a half.
We got. It took us an hour and a half to derail that bag. Congratulations.
Woohoo! I'm shocked by that. Actually, it should have been a lot. I'm not on my game. I'm not on my game today. That's quite obvious.
We're all relatively sober.
Yeah.
That's why we
That
have
could be part of
actual
the-
conversations
Yeah, that
as
could be part of
opposed
the
to just
problem.
like
Just
Drunken bullshit.
random
shit
drunken
jokes.
bullshit.
dick jokes, poop jokes.
We talked
Hey,
about
dick's not a joke.
books.
We did talk about
We
books.
talked a lot about books.
We talked about smart
literature.
things.
Literature. We talked about literature.
We had them smart talkings
literature.
about that. Ding dang do.
What the fuck was that?
How is his impression of your people?
That's why are they my people? I
you're
grew up
from there.
around them. I speak their language, but I don't necessarily know if they're my people. Don't look at me like that. Don't. There's judgment so heavily.
There
in
will
your eyes.
always be judgment.
Always judgment.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say I can't tell that from regular.
You should know
You
by
looking
now.
at me. Oh fuck. But you. Oh no! Wait. You said you lived in Florida, so I mean,
I did, but I
you
didn't
lived in the
gr-
literal
I
asshole of America.
Did
so.
not. I wasn't born there.
I wasn't born in the South either.
Where were you born?
Alaska.
Were you really?
Yeah.
So
Elmendorf.
it's your fault.
Yeah, up in. Yeah, no.
How's that bridge to nowhere?
Son of a bitch. Bridge to Nowhere was actually a good idea because I bitched about it too. And then my dad, who, lived up there was like, oh no, you don't understand. That actually brings a shitload of commerce, blah, 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 blah. I think it was cold. I don't remember. We moved when I was 3.
I don't know.
My earliest memories are Cape Cod. So, but I went from Cape Cod.
Cape Cod's awesome.
I went from Cape Cod to Mobile, Alabama. You want to talk about
that's a
that
change.
That's a
damn culture shock.
yeah.
That fucked me up. And I blame a lot of my,
condolences.
I blame a lot of my
Holy shit.
neurosis on that sudden, massive culture
Neuroses?
shock. What did I say? Neurosis?
I was went
Neuroses?
plural. No, it's singular plural.
My brain-
Neurosi.
You know,
Neurosi. Always go with the Latin plural. When
you know
in
what?
doubt.
Google neurosi porn because I'm one. No. No, that would actually pop up a bunch of octopus shit. You don't want to see that.
I'll do it for Lynch.
Meh. I've looked at 4chan before
Son of a bitch.
and 7chan.
I have always stayed away from 4chan and all the other
You've
shit.
missed out on some shit.
I definitely have. But you know what? I feel like there might be some tattered shreds of my soul that are still kicking and alive.
Really?
No, not at all.
Okay.
That's a lie.
The cake is a lie.
I've got to.
Always.
Yeah, I've got to play that goddamn game.
And now we're reaching. All right.
Yeah,
I think
we're done.
I think that's
it.
I think that's
What?
30.
We started reaching.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah,
we
yeah,
started
you're right.
reaching very, very poorly.
Son of a bitch.
All right, so that's episode 30, Chaotic Neutral. It's been fun. We were informative. For once,
Is that what you call that? Is that what you?
Sure.
No, for twice.
We had
twice?
Yeah, for twice.
Because the Science Cast episode came out.
Ah,
We had discussions that didn't revolve around sex toys. That's what happens when Chris isn't here.
Yeah.
Apparently.
We did get into some Holocaust stuff, or not Holocaust.
oh
but,
Jesus Christ! Holocaust sex toys. The fuck's
some
wrong with you?
some Hiroshima stuff.
Hiroshima.
Oh yeah,
Nagasaki. I love the motorcycles. You can find us online at chaoticneutralpodcast.com or the Chaotic Neutral Podcast on Facebook. It's been fun. See you next week. I'm EJ.
I'm the.
God damn it.
And I'm Fesh.
Toodles.
Where's my cursor?